Hi.
Hi.
We're Writers HQ.
Writers HQ.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jo.
And we're going to talk about reading 100 books in 2017.
Because that's what we're doing. Lovely writer person Vanessa Gebby challenged us.
Can only speak like this.
Vanessa Gebby, who you should read all her books because she's brilliant. She challenged us to read 100 books this year, and so we made a little group which you can join on Facebook. Go and search for Read 100 Books in 2017.
We'll post a link in the comments.
Yeah, and then you can do that thing, which is about 2 books a week, which seems really scary, but it's doable.
Apparently. It is doable. It is, because most books are about 200 pages. Yeah. It's, an hour a day, 45 minutes a day.
And it's instead of going on Facebook. Well, what I found is nice is you go on Facebook and you get ping, or someone's recommended something in the Read 100 Books in 2017 Facebook group, which you go, I shouldn't be on Facebook, I should be reading. So you go and do that instead.
It's good. Anyway, so we're going to tell you what we've read so far and what we're going to be reading, and
there you go.
That's it. Me. Okay, right. Kurt Vonnegut, Cat's Cradle. Joe's been nagging me to read it for. Oh, hang on. One sentence review.
Okay.
Properly life-changing, brilliant, hilarious. Love him to death. He's amazing. Excellent.
I read Margaret Atwood's Stone Mattress short story collection, which counts as a book. You can read whatever you like, which was brilliant, and it has the story about the perfect murder on a cruise ship. Just read it for that.
She's good at murders.
She's good
at Margaret. Anyway, I read The Folk of the Faraway Tree to my 5-year-old. 5-year-old loved it. I was very frustrated by the sexism. Thankfully, racism has been edited out. That's that.
Moonface. I read it Kindle, so I can't really show you. Nod by Adrian Barnes, which is another post-apocalyptic sort of thing, which I'm a bit about. The premise is that one day or one night, everyone in the world stops sleeping, and you have 6 days until you go insane and 30 days before you die.
It's a thing, though, that happens.
It is a thing that happens, and it's terrifying, but not. I didn't like the execution.
Okay.
But other people loved it, so
moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
I read Cloud Atlas. I ploughed through this monster. I've been trying to do it for ages. I love David Mitchell. I did not love Cloud Atlas. I thought it was, he just sat down and tried really hard to write an impressive novel. And it is impressive, but it's not emotionally impressive. I got to the end and I thought, sorry, Dave.
That's another Kindle. Imagine the book here. I read so one of the nice things about this challenge is like reading stuff that you keep meaning to read and you haven't read for years. One of mine was The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which I really enjoyed, but nothing really happens until halfway through. But read it for this sort of atmosphere and magical sort of dreamlike thing.
My 4th book that I've read so far this year is The Worst Witch, which again I've been reading to my 5-year-old. There is going to be a lot of these kind of books in my year, which is fine. It's nice to revisit those childhood classics, although reading them as an adult, it's a bit like, oh my god. I actually quite enjoyed this. It was nice to see Mildred Hubble again. I didn't realise I missed her.
There is a new TV series, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll check that out. But yes, so that's good. 5-year-old absolutely loved it. If you have small people, recommend The Worst Witch.
See, The Faraway Tree, I always felt it was like a little bit of, when you're really ill and delirious. That's what I remember from it.
Yeah.
Did this really happen?
It's kind of, I don't know, it's interesting because everyone's like, Enid Blyton's this amazing storyteller. And actually, do you know what? Like, looking at it from a technical point of view, sorry to ruin your childhood, everyone, but it really is like a series of vignettes and like, another slightly more perilous vignette at the end. There's not really, but I guess if you're a kid, you kind of need that because you don't necessarily have to concentrate for long. I don't know. It's just got nice ideas. It's got nice ideas like the those toffees that swell up in your mouth and explode. Yeah. So we're going to do the wishing tree and not the wishing tree, the wishing chair. The wishing chair. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, we're rereading Harry Potter with my 8-year-old, which is it's really nice. Although, early books, you're like, story, premise, amazing, execution, needs a little bit of work.
Yeah.
But
anyway, enough about kids' books.
So another thing I read, area of contention here. graphic novels, I believe, counts as a book. And if you want to spend the year reading purely graphic novels, that is your remit, and that's fine. So I read volume 6 of this. It's called Saga by Brian T. Vaughan and illustrated by Fiona Staples, and it's just really fucking good. And I'm not massively into comic books. Like, I was forced to read the original 1950s Spider-Man comics with my sons. And oh my like, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But this is different. Yeah, I was trying to convince you by saying it was a woman breastfeeding and fighting people for the first sort of couple of issues, and there's robot sex, for God's sake. I mean, what?
Right, enough. We need to move on to it.
Sorry.
Okay, so recommendations. All right, my recommendations are, if you haven't already, you must read The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. Just the most phenomenal meditation on love and forgiveness and memory and death and the world and life and everything. It's glorious. It's absolutely Ishiguro at his finest. Wait, I've got one more. The Power. There by Naomi Alderman, who Naomi Alderman's just spent a year or two being mentored by Margaret Atwood, Our Lady of Grace, and The Power is basically a speculative future where women evolve a physical power that makes them the stronger sex, and how that flips the world upside down. Nice. And it's she's not particularly sympathetic to women or men, and it's just glorious. So you must read it immediately. Go read it now.
The Zombies Run? Is that?
Yes, that's her.
There you go. Short fiction on the same sort of theme of like life changing. Oh my God! You know when you read something, you're like, how did I not write that? Because it's really good. And B, like, how did you sum up all of existence and human condition in like a sentence? And that is Amy Hempel. Yeah. And this is her sort of full collection. Says I recommend this to everyone, but I can't explain why. You just have to read it. It's just, she's perfect. Yes.
Is that it? Are we done with recommendations?
In general, recommendations, like, don't feel like you have to read the classics because
they're really dull.
But, you know, read something that you keep meaning to have read and you haven't, like, I haven't read that ever, and I'm going to do it.
And also, if you get 10 pages in, or you get 20 pages in, and you're just like, and you're not excited about it, and it doesn't, like, make you feel, put it down. Life is too short. There are so many good books. Mm-hmm. I know I was taking the piss about the graphic novel. If you want to read graphic novels, do that. That's fine. But read the thing that makes you feel...
that you want to keep reading.
That you want to keep reading, and it makes you feel a bit moist inside. Not like that.
If that's what you want to read, I mean...
Just the thing that makes you go, I've got to stop looking at Facebook and read.
Yeah, which is,
So there's that.
Like
anyway, we've got to stop. This is going on far too long. Wrapping up. Facebook group, 100 books in 2017.
Read 100 books in 2017.
Also, our Facebook group, Writers HQ, and our website, writershq.co.uk. Lots of swearing, so if you're easily offended, fuck off.
And if you're on Twitter, hashtag 100 books in 2017. We'll find you.
Okay.
Yeah, because if the nice thing about the group is that people post up what they're reading, and you're like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. So your to read list becomes enormous.
Yes.
And you always have something else to read.
That's it. We're done. Join us.
Join us. Bye.